Hi, it's Keto Granny. I'm glad that you took the time to join me. I am wanting to talk with you about the ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet is a very, very good diet, and it's something that if you're thinking about getting healthy or you're wanting to get healthy, it is a diet that I would recommend to you to use. It is something that you can do that you will be full and satisfied. And when I say full and satisfied, I don't mean a diet where you are limiting your calories, where you're restricting the amount of food that you eat. A diet where you are going hungry and feeling that you're going to lose weight like that, because you're not. That's the old way of dieting. That's the old way of dieting to fail, dieting not to succeed. If you want to diet in order to succeed, if you want to diet in order to lose weight, if you want to diet in order to get healthier, then you should find out more about the ketogenic diet, the healthy ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet is a low carb, high fat way of eating. Let me say that again. The ketogenic diet is a low carb, high fat, moderate protein way of eating. And this is the way that I feel that we eat normally. This is the way I feel that we have been eating for a long time. And we started adding in all these processed foods, and thus you see where we're at today. We're overweight, obese, we're sickly, we're not healthy, and a lot of this has to do with the foods that we eat. Some people believe that it does not have to do with the foods that we eat. But I have found that the older that I get, and knowing my body, I know foods affect me in different ways. I can eat certain foods and I bloat, and I know that I bloat. I can eat certain foods and I know that they make me sleepy. So foods do have properties that cause your body to react, or cause you to react. The ketogenic diet is a diet where you will be eating anywhere from 70 to 75% worth of fat. And when I say fats, I mean healthy fats. They will be saturated fats, but you will not eat trans fats, those type of fats, monosaturated fats, and those type of things. You will not be eating those type of fats on the ketogenic diet. However, when you tell a person that they're going to be eating fats, they really have a problem with that as far as adapting to how to add in fats to the diet, what type of fats to eat, and then a lot of them have just the problem with the concept of, why am I eating all these fats? Because it's going to clog my arteries. It is going to make me unhealthy. So why am I doing this? We've been taught for so long that fats are our enemies, but they are not. Fats help us to have more energy. If you eat enough fat, you can go from one meal to the next without eating in between. On the keto diet, you're not going to be eating things such as breads and pastas and starchy foods and foods that are high in sweet content, sugar content. You will not be eating those type of things on the ketogenic diet. On the ketogenic diet, you will be focusing on eating whole foods. A lot of your fats will come from the meats that you eat, and also fats that you add into your meals, such as olive oil, MCT oil, avocado oil. Fats will come from things such as avocados. It will come from, like I said, your meats. You want meats where you can see the marbleized fat in them. Those are the best type of meats to eat. And if you eat chicken, you don't just want the lean chicken. Leave your skin on and eat the skin on when you eat your chicken. Chicken can be used and be very good for the ketogenic diet, but just remember to leave your skin on, because you want to get some type of fat. And you can get fat from the skin on the chicken. So that would make chicken a good meat to eat. Now, on the ketogenic diet, you want to have a moderate amount of protein. When I say a moderate amount, I mean about 20 to 25% worth of protein per meal, or throughout the day. You want your macros to even out at the end of the day. Now, there are many good meats to eat on the ketogenic diet, but you can overeat meat on the ketogenic diet and you can get gout. I do want you to know that, because I've had my bout with gout and my husband has had his bout with gout since we have been doing the ketogenic diet. So I do want to put that out there so that you do know. You don't want to eat a lot of the meats that have what they call it, purine in them. But if you eat a lot of meat, you will eventually, especially red meats, you will eventually, I would say, have a bout with gout. So pay attention to the meats that you're eating, and then limit the meats that you're eating. You don't want to overdo it on the meats that you are eating for the proteins, because as you know, protein can also turn into sugar. If you overdo, protein turns into sugar, and it will make your insulin that much higher. It will kick you out of ketosis if you eat too much meat, or too much protein. So make sure that you pay attention to that little bitty inside our little bitty thing as you're doing the ketogenic diet also. Now, on the ketogenic diet, you want to keep your carbohydrates as low as possible. If you can do the ketogenic diet, especially if you're first starting off, and limit your carbohydrates when you have little to none, then you will do much better on the ketogenic diet. You will get into ketosis faster, and your body will start burning fat that much faster. And there are little tricks that you can help yourself where you don't have to go through the keto flu where you feel really, really bad or it really affects you. All it is your body is losing electrolytes, because when you start the ketogenic diet, you're going to start urinating a lot. You're going to start going to the bathroom a lot. So you want to make sure that you're drinking plenty of liquids, plenty of water. You can drink tea, black coffee, almond milk. There are many different drinks that you can have, but you do want to keep them low calorie to no calorie. You want to basically keep your drinks no calorie. Now, on the ketogenic diet, when you first start doing this diet, you're going to experience some things that they refer to it as the keto flu. And some remedies that you can just have in place, knowing that you're going to not feel as good as you normally do, because your body's going to be switching from burning glucose or sugar to burning ketones, to burning fat, which is what you want your body to do. So you want to make sure that you're replenishing your electrolytes. It's very important that you replenish your electrolytes on the ketogenic diet. Very, very important, or else you're not going to feel good. You may start having heart palpitations and other issues, because you have to keep those electrolytes replenished. Potassium is very, very important. It's a very important electrolyte. Magnesium, sodium, phosphorus, calcium, all of these are necessary electrolytes that your body uses, and so you must replenish them, because on the ketogenic diet, your body is going to be getting rid of a lot of water, and as you get rid of water, you're going to be getting rid of electrolytes also. So remember that. The ketogenic diet was founded back in the 1920s by Dr. Wilder. It was used by the Mayo Clinic to help with children who were having seizures, epileptic seizures. It helped to control the epileptic seizures, they noticed, by upping the fat content that the children ate, and by also having them eat at certain times of the day. So they used this method until medicines became a lot more available. Then they started using medications, and they didn't use the ketogenic diet as much. The ketogenic diet resurfaced later. People have been using it, off and on. But then they found out that they were able to lose weight at a more rapid rate, and also that they were healthier while they were doing this. And so it became like, I would call it a diet fad. You saw people using it to lose weight, and doctors, they started using it for people to lose weight. And I would say with any diet that you do, check with your doctor first before you start any diet, especially if you're on medications. You want to make sure that your actions aren't going to cause you to have any adverse reactions, with your medications. So you want to check with your doctor to make sure that you're well enough and you're able to do the ketogenic diet, because the ketogenic diet, not that it requires a whole lot of different way to eat them, because on this diet you're going to be eating meats, but you're going to be eating a lot of vegetables, and you're not going to be eating a lot of carbs. The standard American diet for so long has taught us that we should be eating a certain amount of carbohydrates daily as we are dieting. But it has been found out that the less carbs you eat, the better off you are. Carbohydrates cause your insulin to rise, and when your insulin rises, that is when your body stops burning fat. When your insulin rises and if it stays up, that's when you start having problems as far as with your eyesight. You start having problems, some people, your blood pressure. You start having problems, you may become diabetic or pre-diabetic. I was pre-diabetic. That's what made me get started on the ketogenic diet. I wanted to lose weight, and I wanted to try and get healthier. I wanted to get healthier. Like I say, to date, I have lost 127 pounds on the ketogenic diet. I kept that weight off for over 2 years. Well, I kept the weight off for over a year. And during the pandemic, I managed to gain 15 pounds. And so I have lost 10 pounds of that, and I still have 5 more pounds to lose. And I'll be back where I was before. But I want to say that I have enjoyed doing the ketogenic diet. I feel like if I had stuck with the strict keto, I could have reached my goal by now, or lost at least another 40 to 50 pounds by now, which is what I need to lose in order to get where I want to be on the ketogenic diet, which will be about 165 pounds. If I get down that low, I don't even know if I want to get down that low. It actually depends on how I feel and how I look, and I will let my body dictate all that to me, and I will follow my body, the messages from my body, to know when to stop or when to just start doing maintenance on the ketogenic diet. Now, I practiced maintenance for a while because I had my grandkids with me, and they stayed with me for 4 or 5 months. And so during that time, I tried to maintain my diet, which I did really, really well. At first, and starting off, I was able to make my meals and their meals, or, and then toward the end, when their stay was getting to be over, I was really so tired that I just started dipping and dabbing in the things that I was cooking for them. It was a lot easier for me to just cook for the family, and then for me to try to cook. I just started eating like everyone else was eating, and then just trying to eat a smaller amount, but that did not work. What I failed to realize, and which I knew, but of course I wanted to try it, during the ketogenic diet, if you cheat, say that you're eating ketogenic way, and you cheat and you start slipping in carbs, your body is going to go out of ketosis, because soon as some insulin becomes available, soon as some sugar, glucose, becomes available in your body is immediately going to abandon those ketones and go and start using glucose as its energy. And what it's going to do with that fat that you have been eating, it's going to store it. So that is what happened to me, because I was still trying to eat the ketogenic way, and I should have just went to all the way over and just started doing low carb and quit eating, the fats and everything that I was eating at that time. I feel like that would have been better for me instead of trying to do keto and then slipping and adding in carbs every now and then, or too many carbs, and then that would make my body switch over, and therefore that fat would get stored as fat on my body. Now, it didn't take me long to gain that extra 15 pounds. No, not at all. Not at all. And I'm so thankful that it was only 15 pounds that I gained. As I was gaining the weight, I saw the weight creeping back up on me. But then I got to thinking about, there's one person, several people I've seen on Facebook, several people I have seen on YouTube, and what they have done, they have lost so much weight, and then they will gain the weight back, and then they will lose the weight again, so they can tell you how they lost the weight and how they got healthy, what they did this time differently than the first time, that type of thing. So I was like, hey, if I gain a few pounds, that's fine. I'll just make a video. It'll be so easy to lose the weight because I have been on the ketogenic diet before, and I know what to do in order to lose weight. But let me tell you, it is and was not. It was very hard to get started again on the ketogenic diet. It was very hard to let those carbs go that I had kind of incorporated back into my diet. Things like bread and cakes, mug cakes and different things like that. And then the keto cookies and the Atkins and Doge candies and different things that I went out and bought. And the Quest bars and all of these things. A lot of these things that say keto are not keto. And we have to realize that. A lot of the things that say keto are not keto. We have to learn to read those labels a little bit closer, because I did not do so good at reading my labels when I started shopping differently during the pandemic. I started buying more canned goods and different things like that. And I should have been washing my canned goods, which I would wash them, but then I got a little slack, toward the end. And I just started eating almost like everyone else, but I thought I was keeping it low carb, and really the low carb was not what I was doing, because I was still trying to eat like I was on keto and adding in more carbs, and that just does not work. It does not work. So if you're going to do keto, make sure you do ketogenic diet right, because you can make yourself sick if you don't do this diet right. You can get a fatty liver and other things. You can get a fatty liver, which would be, I believe, one of the main things that you could probably do to harm yourself if you're not eating correctly on the ketogenic diet. So if you're going to commit to do the keto diet, then do the keto diet. But like I said, before you start any diet, make sure that you check with your doctor to make sure. And then if you can, visit with the nutrition so that you can ask questions and make sure that you are on the right track. If you have enjoyed my video, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. And if you would like, please leave a comment below. Let me know how you enjoyed the video, or if there are any different subjects that you would like me to get information on, or give me some information on the ketogenic diet. This is Keto Granny saying that I have lost, as I said, over 120 pounds doing the ketogenic diet, and I still have additional weight that I do need to lose. I want to lose an additional 40 to 50 pounds on the ketogenic diet, and I am working toward that every day. This is Keto Granny saying have a great evening, and I will talk with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.